This is the Wallace and Gromit theme, A Grand Day Out. But I hope you don't have plans to go anywhere right now, because I'd love you to stay with me, Judith Lay, for an hour of pure nostalgia. A couple of months ago, I realised I'd been reporting for Manx Radio from our Manx Music, Speech and Dance Festival, affectionately known as the Guild, for over 25 years. Well, of course, that sent me headfirst into my cupboard full of tapes, discs and scraps of paper. So why not settle down in a comfy chair with a cuppa and share a bit of my Guild nostalgia that might bring back a memory or two for you? Well, we started the programme with Ramsey Town Tiddly Tooters, a feeder band of young brass instrumentalists just getting started, and I really hope they're all established members of Ramsey Town or maybe another of our fine island bands, because that recording was from the 2008 Guild. 2002 was the first year I'd recorded any performances. For the previous couple of years, I'd just provided a results-only service for Manx Radio, but I felt we needed not just to know the names and marks of the class winners, but to hear them too. 2002 wasn't the easiest year to start recording. First of all, the Villa Marina was closed for a major refurbishment, so the Guild classes were spread over 3 Douglas venues, the Gaiety Theatre and St Thomas's Church, and the Methodist Church on Loch Promenade. Lots of space, but I can well remember thoughtful adjudicators pausing children's singing classes when their young voices were overpowered by the sound of big wagons reversing carefully down Howard Street, making deliveries to the Woolworths store. Each year, the Guild adjudicators are always full of praise for the high standards of performance and often comment on how smoothly the classes run. Well, mostly. So come with me now to a packed Gaiety Theatre. The year is 2002. It's finals night, the biggest night of the Guild, and here's John Riley to welcome us in.
Your Excellency, Mrs McFadden, Deputy Mayor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2002 Cleveland Night. We begin this evening with the final of the vocal duets. Our adjudicator is Kenneth Bowen, and the prize is the Blount Rose Bowl. The winners of the male voice duet, Sandy Cross and Jeff Collier, will sing The Dicky Bird and the Owl by Sullivan. Ladies and gentlemen, Sandy Cross and Jeff Collier.
A dicky bird sat in an apple tree bough and warbled by night and day. His words you'll hear should you list to him now, a thrilling his
Jeff and Sandy's singing of this comic song went perfectly and was clearly well received by the audience. But it was what followed that took us all by surprise.
Sorry about the delay, ladies and gentlemen, but we're a bit concerned as to where the adjudicator is. He's obviously not in his box. He's outside. Right. Thank you very much. Sorry about this. We will try again. For the second time, the winners of the male voice duet, Sandy Cross and Jeff Collier, will sing The Dicky Bird and the Owl by Sullivan.
But sat in an apple tree bough and warbled by night and day. His words you'll hear should you list to him now, a thrilling his roundelay. Few folks can boast a voice like mine, such beauty of tones, a gift divine. I'll sing my notes from A to G, and an opera star will I someday be. Tweedle-deedle-dee. Few folks can boast a voice like mine. Such beauty of tone is a gift divine. I'll sing my notes from A to G, and an opera star I will be. One day I will be, and an opera star I'll be. An opera star I'll be. I sing my notes from A to G, and an opera star I will someday be.
Dwelt a bachelor owl, a grim old customer he. That fellow, he cried with ferocious scowl, will soon be my death, I can see. He sings by night, he sings by day. Oh, would that his lease would expire next May, for nothing on earth can be such a bore as musical board in the house next door. House next door. Tweedle-deedle-dee.
Tweedle-deedle-dee, 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 tweedle-deedle-dee.
He sings by night, he sings by day. Can no one persuade him to stay away? He sings his notes from A to G, and an opera star he will be. Someday will be, and an opera star will be.
La 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 la
An opera star will be.
I'll sing my notes from A to G, and an opera star I will someday be.
And so, like true professionals, Jeff Collier and Sandy Cross, accompanied by Mary Frankwick, sang the whole song through again. Next to sing in this class were Marlene Hendy and Dilys Sowry, with a piece by John Rutter. Then came the final pair to sing.
The winners of the male and female voice duet class were Helen Prescott and Alan Wilcox. They will sing Bess You Is My Woman from Porgy and Bess by Gershwin. Ladies and gentlemen, Helen Prescott and Alan Wilcox.
Morning time and evening time and summertime and winter time.
Morning time and evening time and summertime and winter time. Yes, you got your man. Yes, he is my woman now and forever. This life is just begun. Now we two is one. and evening time and summer time and winter time. From this minute I'm telling you, I keep this vow, oh, Bessie, we
Your Excellency, Mrs. McFadden, Mr. Deputy Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasant duty to name the winners. A very difficult decision, as you can imagine, with three splendidly sung duets, but of a very different character. There was the wit and zany humor of the first, the graceful elegance of the soft-grained second, and the romantic ardor of the demanding third duet. I am pleased to declare that the winners are Helen Prescott and Alan Wilcox.
Helen Prescott and Alan Wilcox, who had lots of success in the Guild over the years, accompanied there by Madeleine Kelly. But finalists Marlene Hendy and Dilys Sowery only had to wait one more year before the Bilown Rose Bowl was theirs. They won the ladies' voice duet class and then went on to win the vocal duets final with Pada Columcille, St Columba's Blessing, arranged specially for them by another accomplished musician, Dr. Fenella Bazin. Marlene Hendy and Dilys Sowry, and Padder Columcille, St Columba's Blessing. Just going back again to 2002, it was a significant year for long-time Guild competitor Karen Elliott. She'd won 2 Cleveland medals in 1993 and 94, and though she'd qualified to sing for the medal in subsequent years, the highest prize that the Guild offers to adult singers had been awarded to Christine Brogazzi, Angela Stewart, Terry Qualtrough, Linda Corkish, Barbara Gale and Peter Kringle. Karen qualified again in 2002 when the adjudicator, just for the Cleveland Medal Test, was none other than the internationally acclaimed operatic bass baritone Sir Willard White. Against very tough competition, which included previous medal winners Peter Kringle and Andrew Williamson, Karen Elliott was Sir Willard's choice to receive the 2002 Cleveland Medal. There were no own choices in the Cleveland in those days. Singers had to perform the set test pieces, and this is Karen singing Summer by Martin Shaw.
Winter is cold-hearted, spring is yea and nay, autumn is a weathercock blown every way. Summer days for me when every leaf is on its tree, when the robins are to beggar and jenny wrens are bright, and larks are singing, singing over the wheat fields wide, and anchored lilies ride, and the pendulum spider swings from side to side. And blue-black beetles transact business, and gnats fly in a host, and furry caterpillars hasten that no time be lost, and fat moths live and thrive, and ladybirds arrive. Summer days for me when every leaf is on its tree, when the robins are to beggar and jenny wrens are bright, and larks are singing, singing, singing over the wheat fields wide. Before green apples blush, before green nuts and brown, why one day in the country is worth a month in town, is worth a day and a year of the dusty, musty, lag-lost fashion that days drone elsewhere. Some days for me when every leaf is on its tree, when the robins are to beggar and jenny wrens are bright, and larks are singing, singing, singing over the wheat fields wide.
Karen Elliott, accompanied by Mary Frankwick. Karen continued to qualify in subsequent years and is now the only person in Guild history to hold 6 Cleveland medals. Also singing for the Cleveland that year was Dr. Mandy Griffin, despite the fact that she was recovering from breaking a leg. But Mandy's time for Cleveland fame was still to come. Between the years of 2007 and 2014, Mandy won a total of 4 medals. Here's part of her 2014 winning performance, Sabbath Morning at Sea by Edward Elgar. And Mandy is accompanied by another hugely popular member of the Guild family, Marilyn Cannell. A 2014 Cleveland medal-winning performance from Dr. Mandy Griffin, accompanied by Marilyn Cannell, someone else who made a massive contribution to Ireland music throughout her lifetime. Incidentally, Mandy gained her Cleveland place that year with 95 marks in the special solo class for contraltos. But only 1 mark separated her from another beautiful contralto voice, that of Jane Main, who placed second in the class with 94 marks. The schools, primary and secondary, as well as our stage schools, are all great supporters of the Guild, from small ensembles to mighty choirs that fill the Royal Hall stage to overflowing. But I can't recall a single year when Ballacameen High School weren't represented in the Guild. Here's part of a 2003 first-placed medley from the Ballacameen Senior Girls Choir, conducted by Ruth Crossley and accompanied by Stephanie Wellings.
Ready? Okay. Wishing and hoping and thinking and praying, planning and dreaming each night of his charms that won't get you into his arms. So if you look at my love that you can share, all you've got to do is hold him and kiss him and love him and show him that you care. Show him that you care.
It's 10 years since John Kenyock was a competitor in the guild that he loved so much. Music and a love of the works of national poet T.E. Browne were a huge part of John's life, and each guild would find him singing with the Glen Faber Chorale, duetting with Kenneth Borden, reciting in the spoken word classes, and singing solo in the folk song class. So, what to play from John's many performances? This is his entry in the folk song class of 2015, and I've chosen it not just because it shows off John's fine voice, but because the title seems to me to fit him so well. John Kenyock, who always appeared happy as a king.
And do you want to know, my boys, therefore I am so glad? If you were in my shoes, my boys, you'd never more be sad. I'm happy as a king, my boys, whatever ills betide. Go to the church and ring, my boys. She says she'll be my bride. I went to Castletown to see my Ben Macree. She wore her finest Sunday gown, as purple as the sea. I'm happy as a king, my boys, whatever ills betide. Go to the church and ring, my boys. She says she'll be my bride. Sat beneath the tramon tree, her little hand in mine. Her blackbird sang a melody that sounded all divine. I'm happy as a king, my boys, whatever ills betide. Go to the church and ring, my boys. She says she'll be my bride. I wish that God had taught me to sing so sweet a song. I'd sing it to her all night through, I'd sing it all day long. I'm happy as a king, my boys, whatever ills betide. Go to the church and ring, my boys. She says she'll be my bride.
John Kenyock singing his entry in the 2015 folk song class just months before his untimely death in September of the same year. The 2015 Guild was also the one where John was, in his own words, delighted to be beaten into second place in the class for reciting from the works of T.E. Browne, because first place was taken by another fan of the work of our national poet, and that's the amazing Lawrence Kermode. Here he is with a well-known extract from Betsy Lee.
Not that Betsy was much of a size at the time, but she had big blue eyes, and she looked so solemn. I used to wonder. That was all, just baby play, knocking about the boats all day, and sometimes a lot of us taking hands and racing like mad things over the sands. Wouldn't be bad for some of us if we never gone further, never fared worse, if we never growed up and never got big, if we'd never took the brandy swig, if we were skipping and scampering and capering still on the sand that lies below the hill, scrunching its grey ribs at the beat of our little pattering naked feet. If we just stayed chilled on the shore forever and ever and evermore. Now, the beauty of the thing when chilled a place is the terrible, wonderful length of days is. Up you jumps and out in the sun, and you fancy the day'll never be done. And you're chasing the bumbies, hummels across in the hot, sweet air among the goss, or gathering bluebells, or looking for eggs, or pelting the ducks with their yellow legs, or climbing, nearly breaking your skulls, or shouting for divilment after the gulls, or thinking of nothing but down at the tide, singing out with the happy you feel inside. That's the way of the kids, you know. And the years do come, and the years do go. And when you look back, it's all like a puff, happy and over. And sure enough, that's it, boys.
Lawrence Kermode with the performance that won him the Walter Kenyuk Memorial Trophy for reciting the works of T.E. Brown, and also becoming the oldest person ever to win a class in the Guild at the age of 100. In the same year, Laurie sang in the folk song class. He didn't win, but he certainly entertained the audience even before he got on the stage.
I should never done that damn parish work. Oh, silly old fool. Trying to sing in the Guild. What's he gonna be up to next? God help us. Right, now, this little song that I'm going to sing, there are many variations of it, and it's cockles and mussels. So, we'll give it a whirl. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set me eyes on sweet Molly Malone, as she wheeled a wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles, mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles, mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of the fever, and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles, mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles, mussels, alive, alive, oh. Good am I, you.
100-year-old Lawrence Kermode with some very expressive singing in the 2015 Guild Folk Song class, the oldest person ever to take part in our guild and quite possibly any guild. Over the years, there have been many fine performances in the folk song classes for young singers. Richard Costain of Colby was still at school when he won the folk song class for under-18s in the 2007 Guild.
The water is white, I cannot get o'er, and neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that will carry two, and both shall row, my love and I. Oh, down in the meadows the other day, gathering flowers both fine and gay, gathering flowers both red and blue. I little thought what love can do. I put my hand into one soft bush, thinking the sweetest flower to find. I pricked my finger right to the bone and left the sweetest flower alone. I leaned my back up against some oak, thinking that he was a trusty tree. But first he bended and then he broke, and so did my false love to me. A ship there is, and she sails the sea. She's loaded deep as deep can be, but not so deep as the love I'm in. I know not if I sink or swim. Oh, love is handsome and love is fine, and love's a jewel when it is new. But when it grows old, it groweth cold, and fades away like morning dew.
Richard Costain, winning the folk song class for under-18s in the Guild of 2007. And although he lives and works on Merseyside now, Richard still makes time to come home and compete in the Guild. The original composition class, that can be a piece of prose or some poetry, sometimes produces a few surprises. This year, the 8th Manx Bard, Michael Manning, won the class with a poem inspired by the Manx landscape.
View from the southern slopes of Mullog Ur. The land falls away to living light, and you can see the parcelled fields and all their tales that murmur bright of long and faithful days beneath the sun and clouds and sky. The open rhythms kind enough to bear the night and reverence this precious earth in hope. The hills in height speak of an old fidelity rising up to greet the coming dawn, and the troubles of the towns are lost to sight as shrunken dreams are called to new immensity. There is no might other than what we are given, a corner turned and graced with a fresh vision. Here is the light in which we move and live, the life received only to share and give.
But former Guild chairman Anne Clark, a regular entrant in various spoken word classes, used her composition class entry to get something off her chest.
Over the last few years, Douglas Promenade has been renovated. The horse tram track has been shortened and new rails put down which are now rusting, and the promenade's pink surface has broken up and been patched with tar. The iconic festoon lighting which looped its way along the length of the promenade was removed because it was too expensive. It had been there for at least 70 years. And now an ugly concrete sea wall is being built as a defence which blocks the view of the sea from children and wheelchair users, and nobody likes it. The wall. The sea waits, whispering while children play with sand and shells, blue under summer sun, waits for autumn when her work begins. Work to reclaim her birthright, to wreak revenge for fouling her shore, for stealing her land. Her groins gone, her tide flow changed, her longshore drift unremarked. When winter comes, she will vomit sand and stones over puny defences, cover the tar-smirched surface and rusting rails, flood their shops and basements, throw their filth back on the streets. She stretches fingers of spray, blindly seeking her necklace of lights, stolen from its poles forever, darkening the curving bay, sacrificed to thrift. The wind helps, whipping up waves, spewing, scouring sand and pebbles, stranding their ships, scuppering their travels. Each year her fury grows, fed on the folly of man. And now, the wall. The wall. Defying laws of man and nature, a pale, unlovely excrescence, unwanted, unforgiving and unwise, now occupies her border. She smiles as it grows and waits.
Well, Anne Clark's composition might not have earned the highest mark, but it certainly hit the mark with the audience. Every year the Guild produces some standout performances, like this from teenager Frank Jockin, playing The Boxing Reels No. 2 in the 2024 Guild. Brilliant fiddle playing by young musician Frank Jockin. For many years, Barbara Gale was a significant figure at the Guild, both as a teacher and a competitor. She was the first female to win 4 Cleveland medals, and after her first medal win in 1988, Barbara formed the famous Gale Force Theatre School, and each year Barbara's young students could be found doing well in a whole range of classes. She also enjoyed competing, choosing popular standard songs and songs from the musicals to suit her rich contralto voice, like this that earned her 90 marks in the Guild of 2004. Barbara's accompanist is Marilyn Cannell.
Isn't it rich? Are we a pair? Me here at last on the ground, you in midair. Where are then with my usual flair, sure of my lines, no one is there. Don't you love fuss? My fault, I fear. I thought that you'd want what I want. Sorry, my dear. But where are the clowns? Quick, send in the clowns. Don't bother, they're here. Isn't it rich? Isn't it queer? Losing my timing this late in my career. But where are the clowns? There ought to be clowns. Well, maybe next year.
A winning performance from Barbara Gale in the songs from the musicals in the Guild of 2004. And just as I feared, I'm running out of time with so much more Guild nostalgia I'd love to share with you. But if you love local, try to join me for Sundown each Sunday night. There's a local music feature in the show every single week at 11:15. Gems from the Guild plus new music of all genres from our amazingly deep pool of brilliant homegrown talent. And let's finish as we began, with some more brass band music. This time a band that consistently performs well in the Guild. It's Manx Concert Brass under the baton of Ian Clegg, and the soloist is Stephen Maddox. Thank you, Manx Concert Brass. I'm Judith Lay saying thank you for listening, and a final word from me to all the people I've had the pleasure of meeting at our Manx Music, Speech and Dance Festival.
So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me.
Station, Manx Radio.